My Think Pink box is here, so let's get her open. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Izzy, and my channel is all about sewing, garments, quilts, and bags. And today we are going to open my Think Pink box, but also I'm going to show you what I made with it all in one video. This got here really quickly, so today is Wednesday the 12th. It was mailed from the UK on Friday the 7th. Yes. It was actually supposed to get delivered to my house yesterday, but there was nobody home yesterday, so it got sent back to the post office, and my hubby picked it up today. So here it is. It's heavy, and oh, she got new stickers. Look how nice that is. The sky's the limit, it says. All right, let's see. Oh, look at the card. The sky's the limit, chapter 2. All right, on the back, we've got a QR code for the ebook that accompanies the box. And usually she says what type of fabric and how much we got, but there's nothing on the card this month. All right. I just caught a glimpse of the fabric. Okay, so first thing, our little gift. Hi, Bear. Oh, this is cool. Okay, let me just get them all out. Oh my goodness, this is cool. So we've got 2 of these, which, you know, they help you control your thread on the, let me see if I can. So you've got a spool of thread, and you can basically slap one of these on top, and it keeps your thread from unraveling when you do it properly, obviously. So we've got 2 of those. Oh, you bad boy. Then we've got a bobbin keeper. So this goes on top of your spool, or this way rather. Oh, is it going to fit on the small ones? Yes, it is. Like this. And then you can put the bobbin with the same thread on it at the top of it. And then you have one of these that you clamp on top of the bobbin like this, which keeps your bobbin thread from getting all tangled and stuff. This is so cool. So we've got 2 of each. Oh, I love these little gadgets. Very cool gifts. Next, the Sweet Treat Salted Pistachio White Chocolate Bar. Oh my goodness. Look how pretty this is. Love this. Oh yeah. Yes. Looking forward to having a taste of that. My thread, navy blue. Or is it black? It's black. And here is the fabric. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. It's a knit. It's what kind of knit? It feels like a Ponte. Hold on. What does it say on this selvage? Oh, it is. It's a Ponte de Roma. Very nice. It feels amazing. Has a good amount of stretch. Usually we get 2 meters when it's a knit. So let's see. Yeah, 2 meters. Oh, look how nice this is. Oh, and I said I would give it to Marianne, didn't I? Anyways, I'll show it to her. I'll send her a picture of it and see what she says. But if this is not her thing, I won't be mad about it. Because it really is my thing. Oh, I could make a Metra blazer with this. My goodness, can you imagine a Metra blazer worn with black trousers and a black shell top to go to work and throw this on top? How stinking cute would that look? I could also wear black trousers and a pink top, like this pink here. I don't have anything orange. And this is like a blue. It looks like a cobalt blue, maybe. I do have a solid viscose in that blue. All right, so I'm gonna go and have a read of the ebook and see what's up. I'll send a picture to Marianne and then I'll decide what to make. I'm excited. So stay tuned because within 2 seconds for you, I'll be back, hopefully, to share a finished garment. I'll see you then. And I am back. Now, I have to admit, I took a bit of a risk. Oh, you've got Bear right behind you. Hopefully he's not going to knock you over. When I saw the gorgeous Ponte in the box, my first instinct, because I love the fabric so much, was to kind of play it safe. But in the end, oh boy. But in the end, I stepped out of my comfort zone a tiny bit. I took a bit of a risk, and boy, oh boy, am I glad I did. So I knew I wanted something for spring, and spring in Montreal means layers. So I wanted to make myself some kind of layering piece. My first thought, and I think I said that in the first part of the video, I really should have rewatched that part before doing this part, but anywho, my first thought was the Metra Blazer by Love Notions. I've made the Metra a few times now. I like it, but then I tried one of my more recent ones on, and there's something about it that's just not quite right, like fit-wise. I love this style, and yeah, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, but there's something about it that doesn't fit me quite right, and it was bugging me all day the last time I wore it. So I knew that if I was gonna do a Metra out of this fabric, I would want it to be as perfect as possible. I was not in the mood to get through like a bunch of adjustments to get it to fit me properly. And that's because I was in the middle of also doing my brand new patina blouse. Video came out on that on the channel last week. Went through a bunch of fit adjustments for that, so it wasn't happening for this one. And then I wore my Fuller Cardigan by Cashmerette to work one day last week. And I told myself, why don't you turn this beautiful Ponte into another Fuller Cardigan? Because I absolutely love that cardi. So I had the pattern printed, obviously, because I've made it before. It fit me perfectly. It was the right size. But then that's where the risk part comes in. Instead of going the safe route and doing the exact same version of the Fuller, because the Fuller comes in 2 different versions. You've got a long version, which I've made, and then you've got a cropped version. And I decided to do the cropped version. Now, I don't typically wear anything cropped, but a few of you, when I made my Ladera dress in January, suggested that I make myself a cropped cardigan or jacket to wear with the dress, and that, I guess, stuck with me. So I'm like, let's just do it. I'll do a cropped cardigan, and then hopefully I'm gonna love it. And my friends, I am obsessed with this cardigan. I love it so, so much. So yeah, I think it works well. Okay, hold on. I need to get Bear off this table. Hold on. All right, I'm back. Apologies for that. All right, so let me show you my cardigan before I go into it too much. I also have pictures that will pop up. So I'm wearing it today with a black pair of trousers and a black t-shirt. Now I need to make myself an elevated top in black because I realized I don't have any in my wardrobe. All I have is this Concord tee. But here it is. So, like I said, this is the cropped version. Fits me perfectly. Absolutely love this. I love the proportions it gives me. I love it as a fun pop of color over the otherwise all black, you know, outfit underneath it. Super cute. I did mess up, and I usually say, don't highlight your mistakes, it's all good. But I think this might be helpful information for some of you out there. So the Fuller has, like I said, two views. The longer view has a full sleeve and a bit of a chunkier cuff at the bottom. And the short view has 3/4 sleeves with a smaller cuff. I wanted full length sleeves, but with the smaller cuff. So I just used the cuff from the shorter sleeve, not thinking that your wrist is much smaller than your forearm. So this cuff is too big. So it's very, very like floppy. It's perfect for when I want to put my sleeves up, which I often do. But if I want to wear the sleeves down completely, the cuff does look a little bit strange. I've not decided. I have some fabric left, like I have about 1/4 meter maybe. So I could recut the cuffs and put the smaller, like the narrower one, like the thick cuff. But anyways, you know what I mean. I could change up the cuffs if I wanted to, but I haven't decided yet because we're going into spring. I might want to wear the sleeves up on my arm, and I have to say this is very comfortable. So yeah, small boo-boo, but otherwise absolutely love my cardigan. I mean, Cashmerette, right? The fit on me is very, very good. It's comfortable, no adjustments needed. Okay, I'm the one who knocked you over this time. As I was saying, fit is good, no adjustments needed. This is a raglan sleeve cardigan, and it's got darts at the shoulders, so it just follows the curve of your shoulders. It's just such a fabulous pattern. I did not do buttonholes or buttons. I will never ever wear this closed, so yeah, it's fine, but you can definitely put buttonholes and buttons on your Fuller cardigan. Yeah, I like the higher neckline when it's worn open like this. I mean, I love this so much. I now want 5 of them in different prints, in different colors. I can wear this over a dress, over a jumpsuit, over trousers. I like the column of color underneath it. I find that's really, really, oh, again, that word, flattering. Like it helps me achieve my body shape goals. So even though this is a cropped cardigan, your attention is not on my middle because it's a black column, you know, behind the cardigan. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, love it. I ran into 0 issues sewing this up. It's such an amazing Ponte. Like, I wish I could get this quality of Ponte in all of the prints, because Andrea, you did a fabulous job sourcing this. I'm hoping, I mean, I did wash it and put it through the dryer. I always do that with my yardage, just in case the finished garment ends up in the dryer. I don't want to risk it, you know, shrinking or whatever. So I put it in the dryer and it came out looking like it did before it got washed. So I'm hoping that with wear and then washings, it's not going to change. It's going to stay this beautiful. But yeah, the colors are amazing. Love this. So yeah, this project once again was such a success, and it reminded me that it's fun to step out of your comfort zone once in a while, take a little bit of a risk, and try new things. Yeah, so I want to do more of that, and I'm working on planning like the garments I'm gonna need over the next few months and into summer. And I really want to challenge myself once in a while, not all of the time. We do need our Sherwins once in a while. We do need our TNTs, but I want to stretch myself a little bit more in terms of my style. Like I really want to try different things, different garment types, different, yeah, just different styles on my body and see what I like, what I don't like. Now, that's one of the advantages, I guess, of me being back in the office now 3 days a week is I have access to a ton of shops. I'm right downtown Montreal, so I can nip in at lunch and go try on a few things and take pictures and decide before I buy a pattern or fabric or sew something whether or not I'm going to like the style on me. So yeah, did I take a risk? I absolutely did, because this could have gone horribly, horribly wrong. But I want to do more of this in the future, because this was a lot of fun and a very nice surprise. So that'll do it for me today. I would love to know in the comments below, when was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone and tried to make something for yourself that you weren't sure of or had never tried before, or maybe a print or a fabric you'd never sewn before. When was the last time you stretched your styling skills or sewing skills a little bit? I would love to know, so put that in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today, and like always, if you'd like to spend more time with me, this is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. I'll see you soon.